Continue along that line.
Well, okay, Scott was a police officer. He investigated criminal activities in New Jersey, moved up to Canada, discovered this drug smuggling operation. His family was taken away from him, trumped up charges. His child was abducted. They still don't know where the kid is. And now he's fighting the State Department to get justice. The State Department's denying him. I mean, all the documents are there. Check it out at ScottLoperStory.com. It's a horrible thing. And just one man trying to get justice, trying to expose corruption.
Well, when the history's written on all this, for better or worse, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. People are going to wish they'd done more. I mean, when they're openly announcing no free speech in America and they won't issue permits, first they say you got to have a permit that turns a right into a privilege. Then they start not issuing the permits, just like they did with gun permits in New York City. I mean, this is hardcore tyranny. This is communist China.
Well, it is, Alex, and it's up to the people, to stand up to this tyranny. When I look at my children or my grandchildren in the future, I want to say that I fought for freedom, that I fought for America, that I fought so that they could be raised and live in a world, living in America where freedom is not a slogan, it's not a catchphrase, but it's an actual reality that we can embrace. And that's what I fight for every day, Alex. That's why we put out these films, magazines, websites, webinars, whatever it may be, to push the message forward, to organize the people. Because I'm not going to sit back and say I did nothing. I'm going to fight for this country, Alex.
Let's take some calls here. Let's go ahead and take a call from Nelson in California. Nelson, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing, Alex? This is my third time calling. I'm from We Are Change LA. I was calling in regards to a previous caller who was talking about the new Michael Moore movie. I actually went and saw it, and it was pretty bad, but really bad. But I made a spoof poster, and I sent it to you through your advertising link. I don't know if you got it, but I made a spoof where I changed Michael Moore into you heckling at him with your bullhorn. And the other thing I connected was that Michael Moore's talent agent is Rahm Emanuel's brother, Ari Emanuel. I don't know if you're aware of that. Were you?
Yes, but I mean, I'm not defending Michael Moore because he's anti-Second Amendment. He's saying corporate system, the capitalism did this. This is just corporate robbery that did this. His answer of communism is what the elites want. They take our wealth and give it to themselves. But he's one of the biggest agents in Hollywood. And so, yeah, you're going to have people like that involved. Yes, I have seen that in the news. And, yes, he's got a whole agenda pushing government health care, seizing 20% of what's left of the market. Of course, the insurance companies are corrupt, too, because they've used government regulation to allow that corruption. Before government got involved 50 years ago, we were the apple of the world's eye. So we need less government, not more government. And you've got Rahm Emanuel's other brother is advising the White House on the death panels and openly gives speeches about, the case for getting rid of Granny. And so, yeah, it's pretty creepy. I appreciate your call. There's all these interconnections in this whole power structure, isn't there, Gary Franchi and Mr. Lewis?
Oh, without question. And, it's, in the mainstream media, it's where it's so frightening. I just got a report that Camp FEMA was hand-delivered to Glenn Beck at a recent book signing. And there is a special segment on Glenn Beck, as you know, Alex, in the film. So we anticipate something coming out of Glenn Beck if he even decides to watch the film. But when the film was handed to him, he was told that the film was made in response to his message. So it should be interesting to see what the
You know what's sad about Glenn Beck? Muse are fans of the show. The lead singer, main songwriter is Mr. Bellamy's been on the show. And we've inspired their work. It's like we've inspired Megadeth and a lot of other groups. But the issue is that Beck came out last week and endorsed it and said he loved the message, and they said, remove your endorsement. You're an establishment lackey trying to co-opt our movement. So the good news is anybody with half a brain knows that Beck's a phony. He does a lot of good work, but he only does that to get you under his control so he can then deny key issues. Remember, when Ron Paul had a chance of winning, it was Glenn Beck sunk him more than anybody. And now that Ron Paul can't become president right now, he loves him. He is a Judas Iscariot. He is a Benedict Arnold. Well, gentlemen, I want to commend you on the film Camp FEMA, available at Infowars.com. Hope everybody gets it, shows their friends and family. You can also call toll-free to get it, 888-253-3139. While you're calling, you can also order Fall the Republic that ships in, what are we talking about, 15 days here or earlier. Comes out October 21st, 888-253-3139. I want to thank both of you for the great job you've done, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you, Gary Franchi and William Lewis. We'll be right back.
This is Alex Jones. Have you heard of the Millionaire Patriot? Well, you should. He has a free handgun and 5 days of firearms training waiting for you. That's right. You can attend 5 days of world-class gun training at Front Sight Firearms Training Institute and secure a 30-state concealed weapons permit, all for pennies on the dollar. Plus, if you act fast, the Millionaire Patriot will give you a free Springfield Armory XD pistol in the caliber of your choice. I believe now is the time that you and your family need to be armed and trained to levels that exceed law enforcement and military standards. Front Sight provides such training without any boot camp mentality or drill instructor attitudes. This is real. Don't miss out. Secure a Front Sight defensive handgun course, plus a 30-state concealed weapons permit for pennies on the dollar, and get your free handgun. Go to frontsight.com today. That's FRONTSIGHT.com. Go to frontsight.com for your training and free gun.